Catherine just shocked everyone with a pregnancy announcement on Snapchat yesterday. And you guys just know Austin McBroom had plenty to say. It's a mess, so let's get into it. Back in January of 2024, Austin and Catherine announced their divorce on Instagram, releasing two public statements, which left fans of the Ace Family YouTube channel absolutely shocked. With the announcement of their divorce, Catherine almost had this sort of redemption arc in the eyes of the internet. She received so much support. People wanted her to start her own YouTube channel. Her comments were filled with praise not only from their fans, but also influencers. And it was very clear most people saw Austin as the problem. But there were still some dedicated Ace Family fans who hoped one day they would see Austin and Catherine work out their differences and finally come back together. They had 3 kids together. They had a business and a channel that made them millions of dollars. It is a sad situation, but it was so clear how much happier Catherine was post-divorce. I'd actually go as far to say it seems like they're both better apart than they were together because Austin himself has even had a little bit of a redemption arc. We aren't seeing as many scams coming from him. He has his little Snapchat show that he does, and he's found an audience that actually finds him funny. I can remember a time when we would be talking about a new Ace Family scam every single week. So, I'd say this is definitely an improvement. Nearly a year after the divorce announcement, Catherine hard launched her new boyfriend, Igor, on Instagram with a picture of them captioned, "My love." Now, I feel like normally when an influencer moves on and starts seeing someone new, the internet can be pretty mean and harsh towards the new partner. But Catherine was met with a ton of love and support. I think fans were just so happy to finally see her being happy, especially with all the cheating allegations, which as we know weren't just allegations and were actually very true. In May of this year, Catherine announced that she was releasing a book about her life. And this is where things really started to go downhill for Austin. A few pages from the book leaked where Catherine wrote about Austin cheating on her. She specifically mentions how Austin brought someone to the Ace Family charity basketball game and just how deep the betrayal ran. She talked about how she felt like she was living this lie and how it felt like her life was becoming all about clickbait and what would look best for the cameras. I think we all knew that Austin was cheating on Catherine, but to see her actually admit to it changed everything. Austin got a ton of backlash, and rightfully so. Austin did end up responding to Catherine's book. And while he did admit to being unfaithful, he almost tried to shift the blame onto Catherine, trying to say Catherine was okay with it because she didn't want to physically be with him. Denying bringing someone to the event and making it seem like Catherine was ruining this good memory by implying that.
Me holding my wife's hand. But you guys want to bring up a clip where it was 5 seconds of a video of me giving my speech, and then when I gave Catherine to Mike to tell her speech, I step away for a second to catch my breath because I just got done playing in an hour-long basketball game. And I wanted to catch my breath and I wanted to wipe the sweat off of my forehead. And then I get right back next to her. She wants to use that specific moment out of all the 10 years we've ever been through anything to define me as a terrible person and a terrible husband.
And to top it off, he tried to flip the script on Catherine. Austin talked about how when Catherine went away on a spiritual retreat, which is where she met her now husband, Igor, he said that he found weird text messages between them while they were still technically together. He was really just trying to get the heat off of himself and onto Catherine.
Friends that met through their spiritual journey on one of these retreats. Just friends. Here are the messages that I came across that I didn't know what to think of it. And that's why I took her word and believed her, because I had no idea what this meant. What does that mean? No idea. But as time was going on, it started to show that this is somebody that she was connecting with.
He also made some huge accusations about Catherine using spiritual in the house.
They've been hosting these ceremonies for the past year at Catherine's house where my kids lay their head.
And implied that she was having spiritual delusions like thinking she's the reincarnated Virgin Mary and referring to him as a mermaid. Drama aside, it was clear Catherine and Austin were both moving on. Austin was seeing someone new, but they recently broke up. And in September of this year, Catherine announced that she was engaged to her boyfriend, Igor. On September 27th, they officially got married. And Catherine shared all the pictures on social media, and people were so happy for her. Which brings us to today. Catherine just announced on Snapchat that her and Igor are expecting their first baby together. Catherine recorded herself taking a pregnancy test while she's away overseas on some type of brand trip, and said that she's been having to get up to go pee all throughout the night, which only happens when she's pregnant.
I'm currently in Doha, Qatar. Last night I peed about 5 times and I'm curious, I'm confused. I'm exactly 1 month from the day I got married today. It's the 27th of October, and take it and see, and nothing happens. I'm throwing the video in the trash.
And despite not being far along, the test came back very positive.
You see them. Those are two clear lines. I don't think I've ever had a pregnancy test that was this clear so early. Like, this is very, very early and very, very clear.
And Catherine was in shock.
Yes, I'm shocked. Yes, you're thinking she's shocked. She's shocked. I'm shocked.
She did say that she stopped taking her birth control, but says they were being very careful.
Like, I stopped taking my birth control on the day of my wedding, and I had my period. The moment I started walking down that aisle, I started my period 1 week early, and I am pregnant exactly to the day 1 month after my wedding. And we were careful. We were not planning on getting pregnant. So God said, you're gonna be pregnant when I say you're gonna be pregnant.
Catherine also called her mom to share the news. And once again, she shared the whole conversation on her Snapchat.
I'm definitely at least 2 weeks, or else it wouldn't show. So, like, the lines are so dark. Like, it's 2 lines, like perfect 2 lines, like pregnant.
And people had a lot to say in the comments. A lot of people were confused by her timeline, saying it didn't add up, saying that she was trying and she knew, and she was just recording the shocked reaction for her Snapchat to make money. One person wrote, "Should have just announced she's pregnant and left it at that. Her stressing the dates that don't even add up seems so sus." But I mean, even if the dates don't add up, does it really matter? I think we all know she was most likely posting the long Ramlie video announcing it because it'll allow her to post the most amount of ads and make the most amount of money. If she had just posted a picture announcing it and not getting into this deep dive about the dates, then she would have made significantly less on her announcement. And although a lot of comments are about the timeline, the most popular comment right now is about Austin, with a lot of people saying this is going to make him crash out, writing, "Someone check on my boy Austin. Incoming Austin crash out coming in on Snapchat. Someone check on Austin." I know this will be Austin's breaking point. But shockingly, Austin actually did quite the opposite. I thought he was definitely going to capitalize on a Snapchat crash out, even if it was fake and put on in a part of the act that he does. But he was actually really serious and mature when he talked about Catherine and Igor's announcement. He said he knew this stream wasn't going to let him move on before he addressed the elephant in the room, and that's why he said something.
But again, I know you guys won't let me move on without addressing the elephant in the room. I'm going to address it for you guys, and hopefully you guys can let me live my life. I want to say congratulations to Catherine and Igor. They're having a baby. Exciting.
He said he was really happy for them and felt like enough time had passed where the audience should feel okay, letting them live their separate lives and not trying to drag them into each other's business.
That's amazing. Again, congratulations to them. And I hope you guys, I think enough time has passed so you guys can kind of like let Catherine live her life and let me live her life separately, and not have to like drag us into each other's life. let life be and let everyone be happy, okay?
And even though Austin didn't capitalize by crashing out on Snapchat, he was definitely smart with the way he addressed things. He put a statement at the very end of a long series of stories. It quite literally took me 10 minutes to click through them all. And he made his thumbnail for the stories a picture of Catherine's pregnancy test, knowing people would click on it to hear what he had to say. So, no crash, but in true Austin fashion, he was going to make sure that he made money off of this some way somehow. Catherine's husband, Igor, also reacted to the news on Snapchat, and he said he is so happy. He said this will be all new to him, and he's really looking forward to being a dad.
Yeah, I'm still in shock. As you guys can see, I'm so happy. And I count with you guys to help me with that. About newborns, something new, completely new for me. I always ask Catherine, what can I do for her? You know, I'm always like, okay, you need to eat this and eat that.
Catherine's also been starting to share her journey with this pregnancy on her Snapchat. Yesterday, she posted a picture from when Igor picked her up at the airport after she found out she was pregnant and said, "My husband picked me up and he had no idea he was actually picking up both of us." She also said, "So happy and deeply thankful for this little miracle." And she gave us an update on how far along she is, writing, "When you've done this before, the bump clock's in early 6 weeks, 5 days. So, that's the Catherine and Austin update. A lot of changes since we've last spoke about them. Catherine seems happy. Austin seems content doing his Snapchat, and all seems to be pretty civil between them. And like I said, no scams lately, and that's all we can ask for. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.